Memoirs here, episode 3. We're back with none other than number one himself, Shaquil Bender.
Yes, sir.
Straight out of the trenches, man. Thanks for being a guest on the show, Mr. Bender.
No problem.
Long time coming. We pretty much kind of grew up together in this media side.
For real.
Shaquil, you don't know, Shaquil is probably one of the first student athletes out of the city of Philadelphia that we covered like faithfully. He probably might be the callous of it all, like showing love to the underdogs. Mm-hmm. Been an underdog since forever.
Still is an underdog.
Still is an underdog. So just make some noise for Mr. Bender. We're gonna get right into it. Who is Shaquil Bender? Tell the people just a little bit about who you are today.
Man, I'm just a chill guy that like to hoop.
You just a hooper.
Just a chill guy.
Just a chill guy. I like to hoop.
I like to hoop. Chill guy. I like to hoop. Play the game. You know, I like being with my family. That's pretty much it. That's all it really is.
Straight gym rat.
Yeah, straight gym rat. If I'm not in the gym, I'm probably playing the game somewhere or just chilling out, sleeping something.
For sure. You got siblings?
Yeah, I got a bunch actually. I got 9 siblings in total. I got 5 on my mom's side, 4 on my dad's side.
Got you. So what was it like growing up with so many siblings? Speak on a little bit about as the youngest sibling and then older to the younger ones.
So I'm the middle child, so it was like always like, I feel like on my mom's side, 6 of us. So like, I feel like it's like stages, like the first 3, they came and they ordered us. So we all 4 years apart. And like they had their stage when my mom was younger, growing up, struggling to raise them. And then we came, the next batch of 3 came. And it's like, I'm the middle, so I'm the oldest out of them 2, so they look up to me and stuff. So I was just like, we grew up together, like real close. I used to like do little stuff with them, just when we in the house together. My mom be at work all day. We just be in the house together, we're bored. So I just did do stuff like we used to have movie night, put a camp out in the crib and go in the basement with the heater, make a camp, all type of stuff. So that's what it was like. So I'm real close to all of them. And it's like.
Do you think, were you closer to your older siblings or your younger siblings?
I feel like I'm close to all of them, but I'm probably more close to my baby brother. He the one I probably talk to the most. Yeah. Because we shared the room together for the majority of the time I was growing up, so it was like just me and him.
How many years apart are y'all?
Probably 4. He just graduated, he like 18, 17.
He just finished high school?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you about to leave college, so yeah, that's about 4 years in between.
Might not me.
Oh man, we gonna talk into it. We gonna get into it. What part of the city are you from, Shaquil, for those who don't know?
So I'm from Kensington, Allegheny, North Philadelphia.
Straight from the trenches.
Trenches.
The trenches. Early on, how did you navigate life growing up in Kensington? Also being a middle child, you can get lost in the sauce. How did you navigate avoiding everything that comes with being from Kensington? So
growing up, I told you the first 3, my 2 older brothers, they was in and out of jail, and I seen all the mistakes they made selling drugs and stuff like that. So and I love sports. So at first I was playing football, and I just always keep myself busy with football and not try to pay attention to other drama and all that.
You play for any teams? Or you just being outside?
I played for the McVay Ravens, but that ain't really working.
Why not? Why you ain't stick with McVay?
Cause I don't know. I never really played contact football. I was always a flag football person, and then when it was time for contact,
the pads on it get different.
Nah, it wasn't even that. It was like I was a wide receiver. They never threw the ball. We always did running plays. So I'm I'm not trying to play.
At that level, they definitely don't be throwing the ball that much. Yeah, I remember that. So you didn't mind being the pads?
No, I didn't mind at all. I actually, when I got a little older in my 8th grade year, I actually played pad and I was on defense. I was playing defense, yeah.
Wow.
D-line.
You played, matter of fact, the way you run like a football player, that kind of makes sense. So football was your first sport you really got into?
First love, all that.
So when did you get introduced to basketball?
Actually 6th grade, 2 of my friends, I became 6th grade middle school. These 2 dudes I met the first year, they transferred in and we basically became close and we started talking about playing football. And once football passed, they was like, you want to play for the basketball team? Blah, 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 just try out. I was like, all right, I'm going to go with y'all. Got the homies. And from there, we just tried out, made the team, and just up from there.
You made the middle school team?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? What middle school you went to?
John B. Stetson.
Stetson. That's on Allegheny Avenue?
Mm-hmm. Right there.
So you played basketball in middle school. From Stetson, you ended up at Northeast High School, which is a long way from Kensington. Mm-hmm. Explain how that happened, because most time in the city of Philadelphia, you got to either go to your neighborhood school or you got to test into certain schools to be a part of them. So how did you end up at Northeast?
Pretty much Noah, one of my homies, Noah, he went there, he played football there. He was basically telling me like, go there, go there, go there. We gonna play together, good school, all that type of stuff. That's how I really found out about.
Shout out to Noah. Shout out to Noah.
Because if it wasn't for Noah, I probably went somewhere else.
Right. So when you were trying to pick a high school, what was that process like in middle school? You had to do like a lottery or something?
I don't even remember for real. It's like you just apply to a bunch of schools and whatever you get accepted, like whatever hit you back, you get accepted to. That's what you get to go to.
So did you get accepted to Northeast Magnet program, or you were just straight Northeast?
I was just straight Northeast. I don't think I applied for the Magnet program. I didn't think I was gonna get in it.
Did you use your own address?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because it don't make sense. So you must have slipped through the cracks. Because like I said, Northeast is one of those neighborhood schools that you either got to live in the neighborhood or you test into the programs. And you said you did neither.
I think I had a good high like test score on like the SAT or whatever that joint was called back then. PSSA or whatever.
PSSAs, yeah.
I think I had a good score, so I think I was able to get into it, the school.
So freshman year, you not knowing nothing about no Northeast.
Nothing but Noah.
But Noah. So you and Noah was on the train together, going back and forth to school. Mm-hmm. And Noah's a grade above you.
Yeah, about a grade or two. Yeah.
Got you. So what was that transition like? Every morning leaving Kensington to go to high school all the way up to the Northeast.
It was exhausting. Like two buses, a bus and a train. Every day, every morning after practice, coming back home, late nights. It was exhausting.
Wow. Yeah, that's dedication though. Leading it, so you mentioned practice. You were the only freshman on Northeast varsity. Talk a little bit about that experience, like from trying out to not knowing nobody to making the team and Noah not even making the team, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Like just talk a little bit about that experience and what that meant for you at the time.
Being the only freshman on varsity, that meant a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I ain't gonna lie, you was there. We was in that gym. I was like 100 people in there. We couldn't even do a 3-man weave right.
Facts.
So it was like, dang. It was like making it from all of that, from all them people. And I was the only freshman to make it. That felt a lot. That felt good actually. That's like the moment I felt like all my hard work was paying off.
Was there what did you think you struggled with the most as a freshman, as a student and as a basketball player your freshman year? Like what was the biggest adjustment for you?
Probably being coachable better. I don't think. Or just like understanding the game more, because I was still so young and didn't understand the game.
You just wanted to be in the gym.
Yeah, I just wanted to hoop. Just wanted to play ball.
Yeah, that's all you wanted to do was play basketball. Moving into the sophomore year, I think freshman year you might have averaged like 5 points a game. Like 5, freshman year.
For real? I remember I did end up starting a little bit because
towards the end.
Because what's it called? I got hurt, our point guard.
And then we moved it to sophomore year. You moved it up to like 9. Do you remember what that jump was like we got new uniforms?
Yeah, that was tough.
What the jump was for you as a player, like going from as a freshman on varsity to now a sophomore on varsity with a little bit more experience? Because did you play AAU that summer?
I don't even think I did.
No AAU, just outside working out yourself. Yeah. Now you a sophomore. What was the transition for you? Like you remember any like significant difference? Like, all right, I'm kind of legit now.
I remember you and G Mills. That was pretty much the reason that made that whole program go. That's what I remember. For real. I really can't remember that much from myself.
I remember we used to do.
I remember them hard days. I do remember that one day G Mills snapped on me when I had the McDonald's All-American on my bag.
Yeah.
He was running.
You were trying to motivate yourself.
We was running. He said, "Who McDonald's?
Who McDonald's All-American bag is this?"
Are you acting like this?
I think we was so not for nothing. Northeast, I'm saying during the time that you was there, wasn't really winning a lot of games. Yeah. So it was kind of frustrating, especially for me as a coach and a mentor. And I'm sure it was frustrating for y'all as players, but we felt like we was doing the work.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't, I'm saying y'all wasn't picking it up. Mm-hmm. Where for you were one of our more hard-working athletes. So what was that like for you, like being a younger guy, but one of the better guys and not really getting the opportunity to play like you should have, but still wanting to work every day? You was first one to practice, coming from Kensington. We had 7 a.m. practices. You coming to practice, being the last one to leave, then you want double workouts. Like what kept you motivated during those times?
Honestly, I could just probably say that's probably when I really started to fall in love with the sport, like when I really started to love it. that's probably what kept me motivated. Just loving the game, loving the grind, knowing that this ain't the end. This is only the beginning for me.
And basketball kind of kept you out of the way too.
Yeah, it kept me like something to do every day instead of going home to Kensington and being around that. I could just stay there at my school and just work out all day and just be in the gym.
Definitely. Moving on to sophomore year, this is probably one of the turning points. I think it probably was the turning point for you as a basketball player. I think you got lost in the shuffle over the summer. I don't know where you was at, who you was around. But we look up and Shaquil Bender is at Lincoln High School.
No,
How does shout outs to Mel? Shout outs to Mel. How does Mel get Bender from Kensington, leave Northeast, and then end up at Lincoln, which is further up the Northeast?
Yeah. So actually, it was actually G Mills.
G Mills set it up.
We played AAU that summer. I was trying to look for a school. I was trying to go to Shipley, but when I went up there, remember the coach had a workout and everything. Everything was smooth until he talking about he ain't had no money for me, so I couldn't really go there. And that was like a private school.
Right.
Like, so I ain't had the money to go there. So it was either that or Overbrook, and I wasn't really trying to go to Overbrook. And I told G that. He was like, "Well, you want to go to Lincoln?" He literally hit me up one morning. I was chilling in the crib. Hit me one morning. How you feel about Lincoln? I'm like, all right, it's cool, I guess. He said, go up there right now. They having workouts. Pulled up that one day, walked in the gym. Mel, the funniest dude ever. As soon as I walked in, he put me right on one-on-ones against everybody in the gym.
Line it up. He lined you
Line
right
it
up
against everybody. See what I got? He said he liked what he's seeing, and he just straight got my transcripts from there, and that was the go.
Right. And you spent the next 2.5 years in the summer, winter, fall. You was in the gym.
Lincoln. Every day. That was our routine. Summertime, Mel, he had like a little program or like a little summer camp for the kids. Mm-hmm. So he lived in West Philly, so he used to get me from my crib 8 in the morning, drop there. Me and my other homie Lodge, shout out to Lodge. We'll be the first two there work out all day to the kids.
Lodge, little Spanish jumbo.
They go to Holy Family.
Holy Family, yeah. He did well. He turned out well. Shout out to Lodge too, man. We followed you through your high school process, and it was a pleasure seeing you make it to the next level at Holy Family. Shout out to Lodge for that.
Yeah. But that's definitely one of my hard-working buddies. We were the first two in there. We already worked out, lift weights, worked out. Then that's where everybody else come in. They doing the workout. We still shooting around, waiting for them to get done so we could hoop.
Right.
And then like fast forward to when the kids started coming, we used to go there, work out. The kids would come from like 12 to 1, and we would work out with the kids or play with the kids or whatever. And then that's where the old heads or the returners would come after that, and then we all hoop from there. And then
so it just all day basketball.
All day basketball. And then when Chosen League happened, after all of that, we going to Chosen League 7, 8 o'clock at night to go hoop in the Chosen League, straight from the gym.
So you just basketballed out all day, every day?
Every day.
How do you think, I'm sure, that played a major part in your development, but what do you think was like the biggest difference maker between the work you was putting in versus what you thought everybody else might have been doing, or you ain't really care about what nobody else was doing?
Yeah, I'm still the same. I don't really care about what nobody else was doing. It was all about me. And I think like Lincoln, just being in the gym every day, and like I actually started lifting weights too. So it was like
protecting your body.
Yeah, it was like just like I got bigger, stronger, faster. So it was like I feel like I got a little bit ahead of everybody just by doing that.
So you think like working out that might have put you ahead, like in the sense of like non-basketball related stuff, like the intangibles, following the details of what matters that most people don't really. They know basketball and hoop. You was lifting, running, putting weight on, learning the small details. You think that played a major part?
Yeah, it played a major part. Cause you remember my freshman year, I was bony as hell.
Yeah, y'all were. Definitely was bony, man. I'm gonna put a picture right here so y'all can see how little he was. Pause, no diddy. Freshman year and how he finished up. Matter of fact, man, the catalyst behind the Memories Exposed magazine. Shout outs to Aaliyah, she was on the other cover, but Quill was one of the first actually on the cover of Rive. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to you for making that.
Hey man, like I said, it was all about trying to give kids, the underdogs, some light. Because I remember being that kid that I'm busting everybody's ass, but nobody coming to see me. I'm not getting recruited. Nobody know me unless, if you a hooper, you know me, but nobody that could put me to the next level knew who I was. So it was kind of like if I had one advocate to really look out, I think things could have changed for myself. And that's kind of what Memories Over Everything is all about, like shining light on the underdogs. It's easy to go shoot pictures and videos of a kid who already good, that everybody know he good. But what about the kid who just gave that kid 30 and nobody know about it? Right. That for people like you, I'm saying. So that was all that was the motivation behind that. At what point in your senior year do you think people either started respecting who Shaquil Bender was, or do you feel like you left high school still an underdog?
No, I don't think I left high school underdog. I think I made a good name for myself leaving my senior year. I don't even remember a certain point, but I remember I was busting everybody's ass. So I remember I was just giving everybody buckets every day. So I think that's probably what solidified it. And then people started noticing. A lot of people talking trash, but they can't talk trash because I'm backing it up with my play. So.
Right. What was recruitment like out of high school?
Recruitment was actually kind of hard. I knew I wasn't getting recruited to go D1 out of no public school, so I was trying to get to a good AAU team, and it was looking good for me. Like the end of my, I actually got I tried out for Philly Pride, got cut. Oh, I didn't make the cut, and then no, that was my junior year. I tried out that summer, I got cut.
Junior year going into senior year.
Yeah, didn't make the cut, but then coming around my senior, they wanted me, and I was like, nah. So I was trying to play for team final when they was gonna do like a whole little like senior circuit, John, that like seniors that didn't get recruited that much or had that much like attention.
Right.
But then COVID happened, so it was like, dang.
So your senior year, when did COVID hit? Like
right after my March something, like after my last
the March of 2020.
Right after my last high school game. I remember we had school like for a week, and then that's when the COVID hit.
Everything shut down.
Yeah.
So you already didn't have that much recruitment during the season, and then your window that you was looking forward to after the season kind of closed with the COVID. So what did that led you to what, prep school?
Because I was looking at D2s and like other JUCOs to go to, but I just didn't want to start my clock in COVID. Like I didn't want to go to college during COVID.
Gotcha. Because you finished high school with 1,000 points. First team all city, second team all state in y'all division, but you didn't have that much recruitment. What do you like? Why do you think that was though?
I just think it's because like public school, honestly, like I don't think public school don't get that much recognition like as it should. Because we got some hoopers in public school.
For sure.
People that don't come to the to the churches. They recruit. They always ever go to the Catholic schools and all them type of private schools.
Do you think? And this is me talking to coaches on different levels: Division I, Division II, Division III. A lot of them have negative things to say, or they scared of Philly kids, i.e. the public school Philly kids. Do you think that it's fair to you as an athlete, or is it fair for a college coach to kind of protect themselves from the past experience of dealing with Philly kids?
No, I don't think that's fair at all. I think everybody deserves a chance. You shouldn't just go off of what one person did in the past.
But what if it's not one? It's like, I've been a coach for 5 years, and every time I bring 2 Philly kids and they don't pan out. So now we had 10 Philly kids didn't work out. Is it fair for that coach to then pivot and say, I'm just not going to recruit from that area? Catholic League or Jersey?
No, I don't think it's fair. I think because I don't know. If a kid can hoop, you should be trying to recruit them. That's what I think.
But college, as you know, college ain't just about basketball.
True.
You kind of got to be a decent person.
Decent student.
Academics, yeah. You got to be able, because you went to school with friends who was up there balling, but not handling the other side of stuff. Yeah. So as a coach, though, on that level, when you giving kids scholarships, you kind of got to consider where they from.
Yeah, that's kind of hard. That's a hard question. Because I feel like no matter what, you should give a kid a chance, no matter what you went through in the past or whatever, because that's not, you never know, like.
Kids like you might pan out.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. But like I said, the numbers, a lot of Philly kids a lot of public school Philly kids are messing it up. They going to college not ready. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And they kind of mess it up for the kids, the generations that come after them, that scare college coaches away. And like you said, it's a tough balance of, do I give a kid a chance, or do I just stick to what these other kids been doing and be like, no, I'm cool. It's kind of hard. So you ended up at prep school. What prep school you went to?
It was called Neela Prep back then, but it's called LA Premier now. They changed the name, but
Neela
it was like, that's a crazy story. So Khalil, shout out to Khalil. When I told you,
Come here.
Khalil, yeah.
Where was it at?
In LA.
Los Angeles. How? So don't even talk. You got to tell me how you got on a radar. You couldn't get recruited on the East Coast.
Yep.
But you got on the radar of a prep school in
That's what I'm saying.
LA. So how does that happen?
Shout out to Khalil, because he was going through the same thing I was going through, coming from Ohio, coming back to Philly, trying to find a place to play. And he basically was talking to Coach Keon, the head coach over there, and they was like, well, he was like Lil was living in my crib, and so we was just chilling together. He was telling me about what he was trying to look for, what I'm gonna do. I'm like, I'm not trying to go to school for real. I'm trying to go trying to save my year, because I don't want my clock to start. So he basically put me on to Coach Keon. I made it I went back, clipped all these clips, made a whole highlight tape myself, really just copying what's it called? screen recording all these clips.
Is that what's on YouTube right now?
It is.
I saw it. I'm looking at Shaquil Bender highlights, and there's like a whole bunch of small blurry clips. I'm like, he just mixed all his highlights from.
Yeah, I did that. He like sent me some clips of you. Sent him that. He was like, all right.
Why didn't you do that in high school though? Like during your season, you didn't think about.
I didn't think about
sending your own highlights or nah.
Actually, you know, another crazy thing about during that time of COVID, I actually emailed every D1 school
that you was interested in.
Everyone I went online, I looked up. If I could find a head coach email, I had an email, and I would send them emails. I sent it to like 300 coaches.
And nobody hit you back?
So they would send me back, like Purdue hit me back, but they were talking about I could walk on for like $75,000. I'm like, bro, I can't do that.
And was it in Philly area or just wherever?
Everywhere.
You said 300 coaches you sent an email to?
I sent like 300 emails to every D1 coach I could find email.
Take this break to let you guys know that this episode is being sponsored by Memoirs Collection. Memoirs Collection 2025 is a high fashion sweatsuit line just designed for comfort and to be able to be stylish. All our hoodies come with satin on the inside to protect our men and women hairstyles with waves, braids, weaves, curls, etc. All our pockets are secure with zippers to make sure all our belongings are safely secured at all times. Just use promo code BENDER1 now to receive 25% off and free shipping with your first order. Memoirs Collections 2025, dropping soon.
And how many? All right, so
and some was actually hitting me back and like showing me some love, but like no one actually hit me back on that, like trying to offer me stuff.
They just wanted you to come walk on.
Yeah.
And you couldn't do it.
I couldn't afford it. No.
Couldn't afford it.
But yeah, so talking to Lil, he got me put on with Coach Keon, and that's when we just went out there together basically and was hooping out there.
What was that like? So prep school, I never went to prep school. I kind of got a general concept. So just assume people don't really know what prep school is. It's not high school.
It's not high school, but it's like, it's not college either. It's like you're like in that gap area. So it's like that, I ain't gonna lie, that's probably like the worst year out there.
Prep school?
Because I lived out there for 3 years, so that's probably the worst year. And like no knock to Keon or none of that, but it's like, it was the first year of the program during COVID. So it was like, it's 2-bedroom apartment, we 4 deep, each room bunk beds, and each room with a coach living in the living room with us. So it was real treacherous. COVID, everything shut down, we losing games, can't get no games sometimes, playing the same team back to back sometimes.
Just to say y'all playing.
Yeah.
So wait.
Yeah, that year was kind of crazy.
What did they have like a work study set up for y'all? How did you keep money in your pocket?
My family actually, they took care of me when I was out there, my mom and my dad.
Sending you money?
Not really, like, just sending me money so I could be good. Like, Keon, he paid for everything, but like when I needed like little stuff.
Pocket
like,
money.
Yeah, they was sending me.
Got you. So, did y'all win?
Yeah, we was winning. We was cooking everybody. We what's his name? I forgot his name. He was like #1. We played him. I want to say something Foster. He played for Dream Chasers or something like that. You remember back then? I don't remember his name.
I don't remember.
We played definitely a couple good dudes back then. Got some good games in. Had some good losses, good wins.
So did you have to go to school? Was it like academic?
No, that was like, I wish I did actually take a class so I could be ahead, but I never did. One of my teammates actually did though. He was like in the college class while we was doing that, trying to get some credits and stuff.
So you were just hooping every day, or during practice and obviously games?
Hooping every day.
What was the social life like? Did y'all, COVID was popping, so what was y'all doing for fun here and there?
Nothing. Our fun was just walking to the gas station, getting snacks and stuff and coming back. That was our fun. Because like you said, COVID was, so we couldn't really even do anything if we wanted to.
Gotcha.
Everything was locked down, COVID. And then dudes we met out there, they wasn't really on nothing like that. So it was like, couldn't really do nothing.
How often did you come home during that year? No.
I came home probably I know I came home during Thanksgiving. And I think I came home during Christmas. So I think I came home twice.
Gotcha. And then you transitioned to San Antonio. Mm-hmm. So when you left prep school, and when you was finished your year at prep school, did you know you was transitioning to San Antonio, or you kind of came home for the summer and didn't know what you was doing next?
No, I knew Keon was working as hard as he could for us and trying to get us schools. So I wasn't really worried, but it was like, I was still looking for that D1, but it was like, I just had to be patient. It wasn't there yet. It wasn't the time. So he told me about Mount Sac, and then Coach Marsh, shout out to Coach Marsh, he hit me up, and I talked to him, everything sounded good, so I flew back out there. He picked me up from the airport, had me make sure everything was right, apartment was ready, had a blow-up bed for me, everything, toothpaste, everything I needed ready right there off the plane.
To get through.
Yeah.
So when you didn't visit the school first, nothing. You just said, yeah, I'm coming, and hopped back on the plane and came back to the West Coast. Did you have a roommate? You was living with your teammates?
It was kind of the same thing, like, but this time it was like less people, like 2 rooms, 2-to-1 rooms. Like we was like basically like paying rent because out there you don't get
no housing.
Yeah, no housing out there.
Gotcha.
Probably different, yeah. So that was a struggle too because they was trying to say I was an out-of-state student, so I had to pay more money just to go to there. So
But they helped you out with the financial aid stuff.
Yeah, shout out to Zelda Bowden. She helped me out a lot. She's like my second mom out there.
Yes,
she was taking care of me. When she found out I was from Philly, I was like, she got no family, I heard nothing. She took me on her wing, made sure everything was straight for me.
You keep in contact with her still?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out to her.
That's love. So, what's the name of the school again?
Mount San Antonio.
Mount San Antonio. You had success there. Which I think the record was 19-8, 6-2 in the conference. Sound like a good year.
Played on Netflix against East LA.
You lose in the second round.
Yeah, to Fullerton. These were all the snake comments coming.
Yeah. You pulled a KD. He pulled a KD, y'all. He lost it, mind you. The championship game. I think you gave him like 23. You had a good game.
Well,
against Fullerton. Against Fullerton.
Yeah, actually, I had 2 points the first half. Finished with 24.
You had a good game. Y'all end up losing the game anyway.
Yeah.
You pull a KD and transfer the very next year. I would probably say 6 months later because school over in May.
I ain't gonna lie, probably less than that.
Oh man. How did you end up leaving this school? Like I said, you had a good record. You did well there. Made the second round of playoffs. You ended up transferring to the team who beat y'all, ended up winning the championship. Why?
Honestly, I had some issues with that coach. And I felt like he wasn't doing all he could to get us, to really try to help people, get them out.
Okay.
Because nobody that year, we was, like you said, we had a good season. I went first team all conference. And, after that, nobody was hitting me up. Not even, nobody. I'm like, what's up?
You was trying to get out of JUCO after your first year.
Yeah.
Got you.
But I feel like he was trying to hold me down, and wasn't even trying to, help anybody, honestly, because I don't think nobody went, anywhere at that year. So people were just transferring to other places. So then Marsh actually was leaving to Fullerton. He got the job at Fullerton. He took it.
Who's Marsh?
The coach that picked me up from the airport that told me.
Your prep school coach?
No.
Your college coach.
Yeah.
He was leaving. He was leaving too.
So we both put a KD.
Oh man! Shout out to Marsh. He said I'm leaving here with something. He took his best player with him. Shout out! Hey, that's good coaching.
Nah, he real one for that one.
I ain't gonna leave you hanging. This is what I'm doing. I could bring you with me if you coming. That's love for sure.
Yeah. It was basically we had a talk, real heart to heart, what you want to do, because this is definitely a better opportunity, better place. And I already seen it because we just played this. So I'm
right.
I'm for sure we out together then.
So what was that? What was the biggest difference between outside of the basketball? What was the biggest difference in campus life from?
I feel like Mount Sag, the campus was if you had a class on campus, then you would see people. But if you didn't, you ain't gonna see nobody on that campus. Fullerton, it was more lively. They had a cab. People was always at the cab. You could see people.
More of a campus feel.
Yeah, more of a campus feel, not just a junior college.
Got you.
Yeah.
Ironically, through us just knowing who you are, right? At Fullerton, you have your career average as a starter is the lowest, but your field goal percentage is the highest. Meaning you average 13.6 at Fullerton, but your field goal percentage is 46%, which is high.
3.49.
3.49, career highs to this day, still. What do you think that connection is between you ain't scoring as much, but you a whole lot more efficient?
Honestly, that just really comes down to me playing with a bunch of great guys and a bunch of good hoopers. Because that year, 5 of us went D1 that year, so it was if you play with that talent, you're going to get open shots, you're going to get good looks, and people can't just focus on you.
For sure.
They just made it, playing with them, just made it 10 times easier
for you. Yeah. And y'all won a championship.
Went 32-1.
32-1. What you got?
Offensive Player of the Year, state championship MVP.
So this is now a success. kind of you've been working hard for this to get to this point. What's recruitment like at this point?
I ain't gonna lie, this is probably when I was like, oh, it's real. Like, I had coaches hit me up from all type of places.
When did it start though? Was it like mid-season or towards the end?
Like after we won, I'll say like a few days later.
Everybody on your horn.
It was on. Everybody was on my network, hitting me up. Twitter was going crazy. Phone, people hitting me. I don't know who number calling me. I'm like, who should I answer? I had to answer.
You had to answer, yeah, because you don't even. You ever think about how they get your number?
I'll be like, nah.
How you get my number? How long you had it, coach? Like, why you ain't been call me?
For real, but that time it blew up. I had all type of schools calling me.
What was the? Can you want to share what was the biggest 3 schools that was looking at you?
I don't really like conferences. I'm not good with conferences, but I could just say I had Lamar, some school in Dakota. But I ain't want to go to Dakota. Ain't nothing out there. Dakota, but I had a bunch of schools in the MAC like Marist, Quinnipiac.
The crazy thing that it kind of boggles my mind still is that as an East Coast player, you end up on the West Coast playing 3 years just to end up back on the East Coast. Yeah. How you think you got on their radar from way over there when you couldn't get on their radar 3 years prior?
I have no clue. Honestly, I think my coach was trying to get me back on the, I've been out there for so long, so I think he was actually trying to get me out there, so he think he was like pushing forward for that.
Closer to home.
Yeah, closer to home. Because I ain't really had that many, I probably had like 1 or 2, but I can't even remember them. Like I had a coach hit me up from one school, and then when I already had committed, he hit me up again. He was at like some school in California, but it was like too late, I already had committed.
Gotcha.
And I don't know, he was like him and somebody else that wanted me to stay out there and poop out there.
So what went into your decision of choosing Manhattan University?
Basically, it was really just when I went on my visit, Coach Guy, he took care of my family and made sure everything was straight, and that's what it really was for me. I just wanted to be back closer to home so people could come watch me play and stuff.
Got you. So now we're fast track. We got everybody caught up with the journey. So before we move on to where you are now at Manhattan, what advice would you give a high school kid that's thinking about playing at the next level, whether that be junior college, prep school, NAIA? Like, what advice would you give them as a former player in that position?
Honestly, I'll just tell them, just keep working. It's going to pay out one day. It took me 3 years just to get a D1 scholarship, and I never gave up. I just kept working, put my head down, stayed in that gym. That's all you got to do, and just keep praying. It's going to come. What
about navigating like life outside of basketball? Because as a hooper, you kind of get into that bag of like it's ball or nothing else. Like I don't want to do nothing but that. So when ball not working and you depressed or you just sad or it ain't going how you think it's going to go, what motivated you? Like what kept you going and, you know what I'm saying, keep pushing it through? Like, no, I got to keep putting the work in and it's going to work out.
Probably pretty much just my family. It's like knowing where I come from and knowing I'm not supposed to be in these positions that I was in, and just like knowing that my mom, she's still in Kensington, trying to get her out of there. So that's what it really was.
Shout out to Jackie, man. Your mom, one of the craziest, man. A mom who love her boys. Shout out to Miss Jackie, man. I remember we had a late practice one day. I ended up having to take you home. I dropped you off, everything cool. Mm-hmm. Probably like 5 minutes later, you call me, yo, Book. I'm like, what's up? She's like, yo, my mom want to talk to you. I never met her, though. I never met her, nothing. I get on the phone. She's like, yeah, who you? I'm like, no, I'm Shaquil. I'm his basketball coach. Oh, yeah, well, why you dropping my son off? What kind you on some freak shit or something? I'm like, nah, Miss Jackie, no. Like, I live down the street. I'm from North 2. We leaving practice. I'll make sure he good. Yeah, because I never met you. Make sure you come see me next time. She was on my top, bro.
You should have, when she met G, it was the funniest thing. I told her he was coming to come get me, so we go to like some event, she bags on our people, and he was with Lil. So my mom was in the kitchen doing something. I opened the door for him. He walked in the house, like walk right to the kitchen, like, how you doing? She like, what you doing?
What you doing in my house? Yeah, because he like that. He will just walk in your crib.
He's like, what you doing? Like, really just cursing you out right there? I was like, nah, that was crazy.
Miss Jackie she don't play about her boys, man. She don't play about them. So if you don't know her, you would think like she on something like, what's like, lady, you tripping? But the more you get to know her, she just love y'all super hard, especially and your little sister too. Yeah. She just love y'all so hard. I remember, fast forward, I think a year later, I was working at Stetson with your little sister, and your mom put it together. She's like, oh yeah, you can get with her whenever you want. Like, don't even worry about it. She ain't gonna be no problem. She was right on it. But the whole time, little sis was a problem. She was a problem. And she ain't care, though, because she kind of was comfortable at Stetson at that time. And I was new, so she was like, whatever, go ahead. But it was love, though. It was love for sure. So we at Manhattan. When you got there, or choosing that school, was the coach telling you, like, you going to be a big part of the program, like, you going to start? Because your first 5 games, you didn't.
No, he never would, like, we never had that conversation, to be honest. He knew I knew I was gonna be a big part. I knew my role was gonna be like to come in and score. Like, we had that conversation, but it was like I never knew I was gonna start or not. And I felt like I was, because in practice I definitely was killing. I feel like I should have been starting, but it's like it just didn't happen that way.
What was that like? Like I said, you just came back home, or you closer to home now. You picked your school thinking, I'm a junior. I'm about to come in here and get right to it. First 5 games, you're not starting. How did you navigate that?
Just like, I just looked at it like I took a step back and just looked at it like, all right, I'm not starting, but I'm playing a lot of minutes.
You were.
Like I was. I'm finishing the game in the 4th quarter. Like, you're not taking me out. So I was like, all right, that's the good part.
You was cool about that. You kind of always had a good level head about not really caring about starting, but finishing the game. Yeah. And I kind of tell people that to this day. Like, nobody, you shouldn't care if you start or not. You should care about you in the game in the last 5 minutes. Yeah. That's when it mattered the most. Yeah. That's when it matters. Starting don't matter. So as you became a full-time starter, you get into your groove. You ended up giving Niagara a 30 ball. Talk a little bit about that game. You remember what kind of energy you was on?
I was probably the most calm I ever been. Like, I didn't even shoot the ball until like the first 3 minutes went by. I finally got my first bucket, and it was like that day everything was just dropping for me. Like, everything was just just dropping. I was shooting, just going out there.
You felt like you made it. You felt like that was your I'm a Division I player now. That wasn't your moment.
That probably wasn't my moment, but it's like it would have been much more better if we won. Like,
yeah,
it's like I scored 30, but we lost. So like, I don't even want to talking about it for real. But it definitely was a good game. It definitely was fun doing it. Like,
yeah. I mean, 30. Not too many people on any level can score 30 points, let alone at Division I level against Niagara. So I'm really proud of you, just to know where you came from in that way. I think that was dope. You got benched mid-season, though, towards the end of the season, February.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Because it don't make sense. You went from on the bench, not starting, to starting, 30 pieces and all that. Then you got benched for 3 games, mid-February.
Honestly, I just got into it with, like, a few of my coaches. Like,
on the team?
Yeah, we wasn't seeing eye to eyes, a couple things. And
you was talking back?
Not even really much talking back. Like, I almost really got, like, fought one of my coaches.
Got you.
Yeah, so it was like that. Played a part. That was the big part of why I got set.
Were you going through something off the court that kind of went into that, or you just
honestly, it was just a losing. Like, I just came from a 30-21 season. Now we're just losing every game. It was like, it's just frustrating and mentally draining. Like, you're just losing every game. Some people on the team don't even care about winning or care about basketball. It's like, why y'all here?
Yeah,
it's like that.
And you being the gym rat that you are, that math wasn't mathing. Yeah. So you started blaming the coaches. Like, you started doubting their system.
Not even that. It's just like the way they would, like, the one problem I really had is the way they would talk to people. It was like,
got you,
bro. Like, if I'm doing something wrong, you ain't gotta yell and let everybody in the gym know I'm doing something wrong. You feel me? Like, just tell me, all right, I'm gonna do it. But I don't even.
You can't get into it too much.
Not too much.
But so that resulted in you. So when you got benched, did coach tell you that was gonna happen? And you kind of just look up and like, oh shit, I ain't starting today. Oh shit, 2 games in, I ain't starting today. Did you know the discipline?
Yeah, I knew the discipline. Yeah, he told me definitely. We had a heart-to-heart, and he was going like, it was so bad to one point he was gonna kick me out of the team.
Got you.
But he said he loved me. He want to help me for future purposes.
Yeah.
So I ended up like going to therapy and talking to a therapist.
Got you. That's a great segue. So your mental health. Do you still go to therapy?
Nah.
No. Do you think during that time when you had to go, was that beneficial for you, or it was just something that you just had to get through?
No, during that time, I definitely thought it was like they just picking on me. They just want me to like I thought it was some BS.
Mm-hmm.
But like looking back, like it really did help. Like it was cool having somebody to go talk to and let them know what's going on and how I felt.
Right. So now you don't go to therapy no more, but what do you do to kind of regulate your mental health on the positive side?
I'm cool with one of my teammates, so we just talk a lot. Like I just be with him all day. We're real cool, so we talk to each other about anything. So it's like when I need somebody to talk to, I just go to him or he come to me, and that's how it is. His family always looking out for me. Shout out to Jay. So yeah. That's my
So you
boy.
kind of just got a safe space with your homie
Yeah.
when you having rough times.
Like, he'll tell me if I'm doing something wrong. He'll tell me if I'm doing something right, and it's the same way. Like, that's
Accountability
how,
partner.
That's how we are with each other.
Got you. What's college life? What's the Division I college life at Manhattan? What's that like outside of being a basketball player?
The school my school kind of small, so like they definitely be having like a lot of events and like on the quad and stuff like that. But like I really don't. I just be class, practice, in the gym, back to my dorm for real. We don't really do so much like that on the college part.
No.
Nah.
What kind of you don't have no hobbies? What's your hobbies? You used to be in the video games.
Yeah, play the game. That's what I really do.
Man, 2K. What you want?
2K.
2K guy.
2K or Call of Duty. Right now I'm playing Marvel Rivals. You heard of that?
Nah, what's that?
It just came out. It's like a little superhero game, superhero battle
It's
royale.
like a story move type of
Nah,
thing?
it's like you hop online, you play against other people.
1-on-1?
No, it's like 5v5.
5v5? But y'all fighting each other?
Yeah, it's superheroes though. You pick your superhero.
Like Superman, Batman,
Nah, they not on the game yet, but they got like Loki, Thor,
Marvel. I heard you.
Yeah,
I heard you.
A bunch of that stuff, type stuff. So I'll be doing that for my free time.
Is it fun to play by yourself or you got to be online?
I'm cool being by myself. Like when I play 2K, I'm cool being by myself. But that game, that's like an online game.
You got to
so
play with you. You got to play with people. Gotcha. Let's go back to the basketball stuff. The MAC championship. Down two. You get fouled. During you go to the foul line, other team call timeout.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the game so I can like replay it. I'm watching you talk to one of your assistant coaches, like casually, like you like, I got these foul shots in the bag. That's what I process.
Mm-hmm.
You was just laughing, you was chill, but they called timeout to ice you. Is what it looked like, right?
Yeah.
You get to the foul line and miss. What was your thought process? Let's say before the foul shot, when you were talking to the coaches, and then after the foul shots.
So before the foul shot, like my coach, like when that situation, my coach like he don't want me to know what he drawing up, and like just
You wasn't in the huddle.
I miss.
You wasn't in the huddle at all.
Like so he drawing up a something in case I miss what to do. So he only want me thinking about missing. So that's why I was to the side.
Gotcha.
So my coach talking about like just like trying to keep my head like think about something else.
Yeah, I was joking.
Yeah, we was joking. I'm like this in the bag. I'm good. I think I jinxed myself by doing that, but I was like, yeah, we was cool. Like, yeah, I got these. Blah blah blah. Went to the line, missed it. I was sick. Sick.
I was sick for you. What? So it was so bad that not even bad, but you wasn't even looking up when you walk off the court. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get your attention. You're not paying. You locked in. You trying to get to the locker room. What was going through your mind during that time?
I was back there crying. I feel like I just ended our season when I felt so bad for my teammates.
Yeah.
For my seniors, I just felt so bad. I feel like damn, we should still be playing right now, but I just lost it for us.
How long did you sit in that bag, that upset bag?
Probably for like about a day or two.
Just a day or two.
Yeah.
How did that motivate you going into your summer?
Just honestly, just shoot a lot of foul shots.
He said 1,000 shots a day.
Foul shots.
So that's what you was on all summer. What does your summer workouts look like? What's your routine look like?
I ain't really had no routine.
Just in the gym as much as you can.
Yeah, just if somebody working me out, we didn't work out together, and I just follow their routine. RB. Like when I was home, I was with Love, so we was going to like Germantown friends, working out with the coaches up there and stuff.
Got you.
Just following their routine and stuff.
Cause why do you choose to not play summer league basketball? I noticed that about you. You kind of in the summer, when off season stuff, you kind of low off the radar. You ain't really participating in nothing that nobody else doing. You just in the gym doing your own thing.
I be wanting to, but it's like it's too much like politics.
Politics.
I don't like that. It's like
So if you don't know nobody with the team, you ain't really getting no love.
yeah, I know people too. It's like I can get on the team, but it's like I'm not about to go on my way just to. Like, if you want me to play, you gonna ask me. Like, you feel me? But it's like I don't know.
Shaquil Bender 2025, free agent for all you summer leagues. My man said he ready to
But
bop out.
it's like, and I don't be like, I don't know.
Lonnie Young, they got the pro-am, the Brotherly Love pro-am now. You qualify for all that stuff, and they be popping it, man. I kind of, not for nothing, like knowing the work you put in, I'm like 50-50 as a fan. Like as a fan, I want to see you put on because I don't think you ever got the just due, right?
Yeah.
But on the other side, I'm like, you got a whole lot more basketball ahead of you. God forbid you go out there trying to prove something to locally and get hurt, and now you done bun. So I'm like on the fence of like, damn, I know he's somewhere working, but I kind of want to see him outside busting somebody's ass because I feel like a lot of Philly dudes got good late. So now they all your age, 23, 24, and they popping it. But it's like in high school, y'all wasn't like none of this. And I appreciate the progress and everybody getting better for sure. But at the same time, like I said, you ain't on them circuits. You're not outside.
Yeah, that just go back to, like I said, politics. And another thing, I don't really, like I hoop with my dogs. And they click up. I don't really do all that. Like,
Gotcha.
Like if Mel got a league, I'm definitely gonna go hoop in that league with Mel, his team, and his players and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. I think just being around him all that time and every day being around him, I think that's just how I became.
Yeah, y'all kind of got this us versus everybody mentality. But speaking of, like, do you think that kind of hinders you in a way? Of like, I'm only rocking with this group of people. I'm not even thinking about playing ball with nobody else.
No, I play ball. It's not even like that. Like I play ball with other people, but it's like I'm not going on my way to. You feel me?
Gotcha.
But like it probably do hinder me because I probably do be losing connections like that. But I don't want to come up as an a-hole or anything like that. But it's like I'm rocking with my dogs.
I hear you. But you're a hooper. You kind of got to get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
What's next for Mr. Bender? You what's your eligibility like? How many more years you got to play?
After that JUCO rule, I might got another one. So.
Are you entertaining it?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go? You want to play another year?
Mm-hmm.
At Manhattan, or you can't say?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. Okay. When they gonna finalize it, or is the rule finalized? When does it go into?
Everybody at first people was telling me about it, and it was like my coach was saying it wasn't finalized.
Right.
And I was just big, like all I want is one more year. But then my homie sent me to John saying that they finalized it. Like everybody get 1 year back. So I don't know if it's like 100, like if it's real.
Right, because we just talked about how you spent 2 years in LA during JUCO. You gonna get another year back. Would you come? Or you don't know yet, but you are entertaining and staying.
Probably go do a grad year somewhere.
What's your major?
Sociology. Sociology with a minor in criminology.
What you plan to do with that? When you decide to put your sneakers up, how are we gonna exercise this sociology degree?
I don't know. I'm probably just gonna have to make it happen. I don't know. I don't know. I was looking into some like social work, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. People don't even end up working on a degree.
For sure.
So I probably end up doing. I really wanted to be an engineering major, but coming from the JUCO to the Manhattan.
All your credits didn't
transfer. So I was like, they put me in a thing. Where
so you was taking engineering classes in LA?
No, that was the problem.
Oh.
So when I transferred, I didn't have enough credits. So they just put me in where I would get the most credits in that degree, so I could be a.
So they could all transfer over. Yeah. Got you. What advice would you give a fellow student athlete on how to navigate a busy schedule? I'm talking about a college student athlete now. Somebody on any level, Division 1, 2, or 3.
How to navigate their schedule?
A busy one, because you said you're a student athlete, you got classes, you got kind of a social life. How do you navigate all that, and what advice would you give someone else?
Honestly, I'm probably the worst person to ask because I'm terrible at navigating.
Well, so where do you think you can improve at?
Probably like, sorting everything out probably better. I would say like being more organized with everything, like knowing I'm gonna do this for this long and then go here and do this for that long and stuff like that. Like,
so being strict with your time.
Yeah, being strict with my time. That's probably the biggest.
So right now you can't just leave the window open to just fall with. Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely you'll mess yourself up doing that.
Like with classwork, I'll be a big procrastinator. I won't start like an assignment until like it's due a week.
Man.
Yeah. So.
Oh man, you can't be on that as a senior. You about to be finished. You can't be talking about stuff.
It's good though.
Yeah, people say you do your best work in the crunch time.
I finished with a 3.1 this semester.
Okay, I feel you. Something light. Yeah. Student athletes, 3.1. What's your greatest challenge you faced over the years? Basketball or not? Let's do non-basketball first and then do basketball.
Over the years, the greatest challenge over the years playing in California was definitely like being out there for so long and missing all them holidays, all them graduations, all them birthdays.
Family time.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing when I was out there. I was just missing all my family, like especially during holidays. It was like real hard.
For sure.
Another break to let you guys know that this episode is being brought to you by the Memoirs Collection, high fashion sweatsuits with satin on the inside of each hoodie to protect those hairstyles, zippers everywhere, very stylish, very comfortable. Use promo code BENDER1 to receive 25% off and free local delivery on your first order. Coming soon, January 2025.
Sure.
I'll say now, basketball-wise, right now I'm going through a lot right now, basketball-wise. Like, I'm not playing my best. So,
Career lows.
yeah,
But y'all winning.
we winning.
So how do you feel about that? Like, I know you had your own. They had you going second team all conference projected, and we spoke privately. You had bigger goals, being player of the year. But your numbers are low, but y'all are winning. How do you navigate that?
Honestly, just staying in the gym. That's the only way it's gonna work out. Just being in the gym. It's like now, I'm not scoring. Like, everything else is good, just I'm not scoring. So it's like I try not to focus on that and just focus on everything else I could do as a player, because I'm not just a scorer. So with that, and then my teammates, they always coaches always uplifting me, telling me keep shooting no matter what, keep shooting. So that plays a part in it too. So.
Why you in the rut though? Can you identify your why?
No, I have no clue. It's like I ain't never played this bad my whole life. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Probably since freshman year of high school.
Freshman, I ain't played this bad, and it was like our last game before break. I just went 0 for. I went 0
We saw that.
0
We
points.
saw that. We
So
saw
it was
that. I saw the stat sheet. I'm like, this boy got he must be hurt or something, because this ain't right.
I just got lock back in, fall back in love with it, and stay in the gym.
You probably just need to get home for a little minute. You probably just need to get home. Because, I mean, a lot of stuff, basketball stuff, be mental, man. And if we got stuff on our mind, you know how it go. Sometimes basketball just don't get it. It ain't enough. You need that other outlet. So I'm saying, hopefully, right off a break, you get right back to it.
I ain't even worried about that. The way I'm looking at it is, new year, new me. I took 11 games off, now I'm back.
Now you're back.
Now I'm back. That's how I'm looking at it.
So what's your goals for the rest of the season, for your team?
Continue winning.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Even if I'm not playing well, at least we winning.
For sure.
It might people be thinking I'll be mad. I don't be mad at we won. I'm happy. I just mad at how I played.
You just got a real calm face, like.
Yeah. I'm happy we won. I'm just mad at myself because I'm real hard on myself.
Yeah.
'Cause I know how much work I put in. So it's like this year I'm just right now I'm just focused on just trying to be better. Every way possible, just trying to be better.
For sure. What drives you and motivates you, like to see in life?
Just back to my family. That's the only thing
Family.
that motivates me. Yeah, my family. My mom's still living in Kensington. That's where we just came from. So it's like I'm down there. I'm seeing how much it got way worse over the years.
Yeah.
And it's like that. Like,
Basketball kind of got you out of that, for sure. The last 4 or 5 years of your life, you've been able to avoid that through that. But you also, I think we bypassed it. But you said you was in West Philly.
Oh yeah, I moved out there with my dad.
For your junior and senior year. Why?
Got into an argument with my brother and just ended up leaving.
And never came back.
Never came back.
Wow. And shout outs to Pops too, because I think I remember he kind of had just came back around.
The guy came home.
He was away for a little minute, yeah. And right during that time, he came home, got on his feet, and then you needed him to be there, and he was. So that was pretty dope, like just to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say it happened 6 months later or 6 months earlier, he not even available to save you in that way.
Right.
So that's kind of like God had you in his favor in that way. And it kind of projected to the way your life turned out. So how was you getting to school? I know we going backwards, I'm sorry people, but how was you getting to school every day from West Philly to
that's when my senior year, that's when I got bougie. I was getting the rides everywhere.
Oh man.
No, it was some days where I had to catch the train though. Like some days
that's like an hour and a half,
some
2
days
hour.
My dad couldn't take me. I definitely had to hop on that train.
So your dad was taking you to school though, most of the time?
Most of the time, yeah.
Picking you up too?
Nah.
Mel would drop, because Mel live out that way.
Sometimes he'd drop me off, or sometimes he'd drop us off at the train and we'd just take the train.
But that commute is... So if you had to put a percentage on how many days you had to catch the bus to school, like what's 50%, 20%?
I had to catch the bus every day going home, almost, like more than 50% going home.
But going to school?
Going to school, my dad, I say he taking me to school damn right 75% of the time.
But then also, your senior year, you ain't even finished in school though. Y'all was online towards the end, right?
Yeah, towards the end.
But your dad was taking you in the beginning, in junior year too.
Junior year, I was more like catching the bus. Like, that's when I told him, I started talking to him, like, keep doing this every
That's
day.
dedication, though. But you
Keep doing
chose
this
that
every
school.
day,
You
yeah.
chose to go to Lincoln, all the way from West Philly. What's your game day routine like? Like, walk us through from the moment you walk up to clock start 0. Yeah, about to start game.
So during like school, because we out of school now. So during school, I had morning classes, so I get them out the way. So I wake up, go to class, got my classes done, try to get in the gym. Cause I have a 9 a.m. and a 10 a.m. So I do those two, get out by 10:50, 11. I try to get in the gym, get some shots up early. And then I got another class at 12. And then once I got a class at like 1:45, we got shoot around at 2. And then shoot around, we go right to eating, so like 3:30 or 3, like a pregame meal. So we eat and then.
So you don't eat before 3? Like no breakfast, no snack?
I don't be eating.
Oh, goodness.
I don't be eating. So it's like I'm going through all that. I'll probably grab a snack or something, but I don't be eating for real. And then pregame meal, sit there for like 45 minutes, depending on we got a home or away game.
Do they take your order for the pregame meal, or you kind of just get what they get y'all?
We go to the restaurant called like Jake's Steakhouse, and they got like basically the same.
What you order?
We get the same thing. Everybody likes like chicken. It's like 2 types of chicken, some vegetables and mashed potatoes.
Protein, vegetable. Gotcha.
So we eat that. Home game, then we go lay down till like 5:30. We gotta be back in the gym for start warming up and stuff. Our away game, then we'll probably leave around that time.
Got you.
But now that we're not in season pregame, I'm up early trying to get shots up before 1 or 2 before I shoot around. Or then I'm working out with a coach probably like right before shoot around start. Then we go into shoot around, and then we go eat and stuff, and then I'll be chilling out for the rest of the day to the game.
Do you have any teams or players on your schedule that you got circled, like you want to smoke?
Teams, every team that beat us last year.
Okay. Every team that beat y'all last year?
I got a few players. I don't even want to say his name.
You don't want to say his name? You played him already?
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all win?
Mm-hmm.
No. Do y'all play him again?
I hope so.
But not on the schedule. It got to be playoff play.
Yeah, it got to be playoff play.
No, y'all don't have them on the schedule again.
I don't think so, because I think the way the MAC changed this year is like we used to play every team twice, but now I think we only play everybody once.
Got you.
So,
but you hoping you see him in the playoffs?
I see him again.
What about your game day playlist? Who you vibing out to on the playlist?
Right, I got the old Meek. I ain't gonna lie, I can show you.
Old Meek? Was it Flamers 1?
Yep. No, not Flamers. Dream Chasers.
Okay.
1 and 2.
Okay.
On repeat.
Just the album itself. The whole album.
I got a bunch of songs.
Couple songs.
Like my favorite songs from both of them. Let me see. I got I Won't Stop, Dream Chasers intro. What else I got on this joint?
All Meek stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Some young boy or Chucky the rapper.
Where he from?
Chicago. He like get me hyped up. Like he wanna get me hyped up.
Chucky the rapper? That's his name?
No, his name ain't really Chucky, but people say Chucky the rapper or Chucky Wackham.
Chucky Wackham. Oh yeah, you do got all the Dream Chasers on there. He locked in the Meek wherever he go. I guess that makes sense. Before we wrap up, I'm probably gonna do a little segment called This or That. Or pick a player, right? Mm-hmm. Kobe or LeBron? Kobe or MJ?
Kobe.
Wait, before we keep going, who's your GOAT?
Kobe.
Kobe's your GOAT? Yeah. All right, I gotta make sure.
I like Kobe. I also like Kyrie. But I want to say he my GOAT.
Kobe's your GOAT.
I don't think he made that level. He's definitely that good of a player, Kyrie, but it's like, I can't say he the GOAT yet.
Okay. So, we got Kobe over LeBron, Kobe over MJ. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Prime Westbrook or Ja?
Prime Westbrook.
Prime Derrick Rose or Prime Westbrook?
I never really watched Prime Westbrook. D Rose. So
if you watch Westbrook, you watch D Rose. They around the same time.
It's like you can't compare nobody to West because he was getting a triple double like every game. Like you can't that's OC. That's crazy. Like every game you get 10 rebounds, 10 points, and 10 assists.
So people say that D Rose was better though before he was doing that. That's what people say.
He probably was, but he's the youngest MVP ever. So it was like he probably got a point to make. But I don't know. I never really like watched them.
You never really watched them.
That. I've seen the highlights, but I never really seen it.
Gotcha.
I seen West go out there every night, get a triple double.
True. Who else? Giannis? Are you too young for Kevin Garnett?
I love Kevin Garnett just because the way he like his passion and the way he talk and he
KG
played.
over Giannis.
Yeah, just the way he like. I like the way he shit talking and all that. I like that shit. like his enthusiasm, how you be.
Yeah, he passionate.
Yeah.
KG real passionate. AI or Steph?
AI. Bubba Chuck.
Bubba Chuck over AI? I mean, over Steph?
Just because I'm from Philly, you know, I got the Meeks in right now.
Oh man. Okay.
I got the AIs in right now. I gotta say AI.
So AI over Kobe?
No. Kobe.
Kobe back over AI. Shaq or Embiid? Let's see. He got to drink his water. Ain't nobody gonna say that with you.
Embiid.
Oh, he said Embiid over Shaq. Oh my goodness. That's why he had to take. Yeah.
No, because like I feel like he could do more. Not even like do more, but like he could space the floor.
Jokic or Embiid?
Embiid.
Embiid better than Jokic. That's what you said.
Embiid.
Okay. Hey man, you're entitled to your opinion. You think y'all gonna make the tournament this year? Y'all get an NCAA bid?
We got a good shot of making a run for it.
Yeah.
I love our team. I love the new pieces we added.
I got a dog. What's the big kid name? The freshman, or he a sophomore?
Will?
He be dunking everything. Yeah.
He's a dog. Yeah. Well, I love Will. He be on goal no matter what.
Do you have a favorite teammate of all time outside of Lodge?
That's kind of messed up to say.
I mean,
I love all my.
a teammate you prefer to just ball with, like just as a hooper. If you had to go 2v2, and you got all your teammates from high school all the way through college, who are you rocking with? Not a knock to nobody that you don't name. Not a knock to them. You just you trying to win. 100,000 on the line.
100,000 line.
2v2.
We gotta win. 2v2. I'm trying to think who I play with some tough people.
Got a lot of people to pick from.
Yeah. I want to say, I gotta say Jay. My point guard now, I gotta say Jay.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta say Jay.
Okay. You know who I like? I like the kid that you just playing with at Fullerton.
Sean Newman?
Yeah.
He's OC. He just dropped a 20.
I just seen that. Yeah. I saw. I would catch games here and there or catch the stats. Y'all really gel well.
Yeah. That's
off
how it
each
was.
other.
Like when we first moved out there, it was like we all just clicked. Like
Yeah.
That. Like first open run, we talking shit. They trying to see what I got. I'm trying to see what they about.
Yeah.
We went back to they little crib. Just clicked like that.
That's love.
Yeah.
You still keep in contact with those dudes?
Mm-hmm.
That's love. That's love. Once we finish with the NCAA, what's next for Mr. Bender? Are we thinking overseas? We thinking semi-pro somewhere?
I'm definitely trying to go pro somewhere overseas, but I want to go somewhere like somewhere good. I want to go to no BS country or no. I want to go where like EuroLeague or something.
Gotcha. Are you talking about that with anybody already, or no? It hasn't really hit your.
I'm talking about it with one of our coaches. He actually played over there and went to the NBA coach with us, so he got some connection. I've been talking to him about it, but like I don't try to like look too far ahead in the future. I try to focus on it now. So like it might spark up a little bit, but I don't want to keep talking about it.
Got you. Any NIL deals come your way? No. No NIL money for Mr. Bender.
Still a trench baby.
Hey, I mean, in fact, we might have been ahead of our time with this magazine, man. Mm-hmm. We had magazines. I had hoodies, NIL deals. I wish we could have made a lot more money off of it. Could have got somebody some NIL deals for sure. But we working, man. And that's it. That's a wrap. Episode 3 of Memorize. We had Shaquil Bender here, straight from the trenches, straight from Kensington. Thanks for coming, man. We appreciate you. Yes, sir.